Hello, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. So yeah, I've just got this game, so let's have a look through the options. I already did the audio and video settings, but when I applied the video settings, the game decided to crash. Keyboard and mouse should be all okay, really. Extras, achievements, let's enable them. Saves? No. Let's be daring. Do it without saves. Credits? Wonder what that looks like. Okay. Watch them maybe at the end of the video or something. So it's loading. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. But I shall cut the video until it's finished loading. So welcome back.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well, as long as he's happy, seems like
And
a
then
very
one
boring
day,
job.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. So, I'm not controlling Stanley. Looks like, he needs to, boot his operating system. That might be the problem. No. I'm just gonna have a quick poke around, see if there's anything we can look at or anything. Anything interesting in here? Interesting coffee cup? I control to crouch. Alright, okay. Nobody in there. Mr. 248 and Mr. 249
All of
are
his
nothing.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So this is a mod, I think Gary's mod? I'm not sure. But yeah, I've seen people play the mod itself, and I saw NerdCube do his demo on the game, which prompted me to buy it and play it. And I'd like to point out this is my first time playing the game, so I'm just going to have a good look around and see what's up. So we go through this door then. So a leading map. This is very asymmetrical. No, not asymmetrical. Very guided. Nobody's in their office, though. It's very creepy. An empty office room. This guy's got this operating system running. So, I wonder what... some interesting things going on the screens. Sorry. It's the sort of thing that runs through my mind. What's the time? Well, okay. That's an interesting picture. So, leaves very close with raindrop. Pretty. So looks like the Cotswolds. Ooh, the storage room. Clearly. Yeah. Anyway, so
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
no thanks.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Why not? We might as well. Yeah.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Really? $1.25 for what must be Coca-Cola?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Well, it is 5 to 6. I wouldn't expect many people to
At
be
this
at
point,
work at this point.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Thanks.
It's possible that this is why, but at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Ooh. The clock didn't move. I wonder if all those clocks are in sync. Probably. That's a nice little feature. It's a Windows desktop background to that. Ooh. Ooh. Let's go this way. I want to go back. Let's go back. Ooh, that's a... Caution, do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop. Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, let's get back on track. Sure. First, going down. I love the sort of free choice in this game. And another loading screen. This isn't taking too long. The first one took quite a while. Wonder where we'll end up.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. Right. Okay. Now you go right? No. Okay. So it's going to force me back into...
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right.
I know this.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's
left?
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on
Backwards?
for a minute, please?
I love this guy in this... Well, the humour of this game is what made me want to play it.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
Sounds
yes.
like a cheat code.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Right, okay. Oh. Ooh, creepy van. Of no markings or logos. It's like the trailer. My dad hooks up to the back of his car to, yeah, okay. Ooh. Very ominous sounds from this room. Lots of generators down here, obviously. Whoa. And, we're walking into the creator's room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Go on then, why not? Well, that was interesting. I do like the fact that you can wander off a little bit of it, and it works. Okay, so we're back in his office. Still hasn't rebooted his operating system.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It's home
Perhaps
time,
he had
maybe?
simply missed a memo.
Yeah, it's home time. That's what it can mean. Come on. Actually... No, the time hasn't changed dramatically since we actually went through. I wonder if it would, like, reset, like, the time. And it did.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be...
Well.
Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I don't know what jump is. So I can't really get through that door. Let me go check what jump is. Options. Keyboard and settings. Edit keys. Duck. Is there a jump key? Actions. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Well, doesn't look like we can get through this door. I'd like to have gone through that door. That would have been quite interesting. So if I can't go through that one, we'll go through this one. Ooh. Let's go this way. So we're basically looping back on where we began. Let's go this way. Well. Ooh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh. I should have gone through that door. Oh. Right then. I'm gonna choose the left door this time, if I can.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So keep going this way. Nothing's changed. Oh, lots has changed. There is no door. Just before we go through, I want to see if I can find that clock again. I'm just interested in the time. Okay, so it doesn't really progress too much. Right then, I won't do that anymore. Right.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Ooh, that door doesn't have a number on it. I feel like I'm getting smaller. The numbers seem very high up. I'm not crouched. Okay. Strange. Right then.
Aha!
Oh.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay. Ooh.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Come on then. Let's go this way. Where we go? Huh? Ooh. Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Cool.
Oh,
Well,
no.
thanks for watching.
No, I don't
okay.
feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Okay.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, another restart. Okay, well, this is I'm liking this. I like the humour. Ooh. Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Go on then, we'll follow the line. I'll conform. Okay. Is that the door that didn't have an... I don't know, I can't remember.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Right. Oh, it's James Bond's room. Oh, it's pretty cool music. It's very Monty Python. Interesting. Go from 7 to 38. Right, that's a pretty cool lighting system they have here. Okay.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
And, wait, okay. There we go. I bet there's a number or something written on it. Actually, I bet it probably isn't going to ever come up again. Seems more likely.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Yeah, we went
Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yes. Right, okay, so if we go this way then, keep following. Oh, we're back in this room. This room is cool. I like this room.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Fire. Fired? Who's fired? That's interesting. Guy? Hello? God? Are you there?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I'm not people, so therefore I'm not intelligent. No. Well, that's for you to decide.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
The cosmos. We're going to space. Life. That's what I want this adventure to be. The answer to a life, the universe and everything. And it isn't 42.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
I like the
I'd
fact
also
it's
like to
broken
veto
through.
the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, it's gone the same direction as us. That could be a good sign. Okay, you go that way then. See you soon. I can imagine.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
There's a
so
lot
I
of
know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I'm not sure if that's how that works, but okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Both does.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
That's quite cool.
Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
Okay.
Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know.
Yeah.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ooh, okay. That was an interesting room. Let's see what happens now then. Alright, okay, so we're back now. That took a little bit of time to load, but there we go. Okay, back in the office. No lines. Same time. Okay. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I'm not sure if the game's actually fully reset or if that was actually the full confused ending, or if I am actually now confused. Ooh, the same coffee cup as in Stanley's office. Or our office. Oh, 2 doors again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right. Well, we could use some bitwise logic here to get through all the endings. We should really go right again, but I'm actually going to go left. For 12? Okay.
Yet there was
room.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting floor X 4X room. Rip. Okay. Okay. Some interesting stuff written on these boards. But yep, this looks like a project management room. Everyone is unique. You must. Numbers. Okay. It's interesting how it's getting projected from up there, even though when I stand close, there's no shadow. Am I a ghost? Anyway, let's stop reading that. It's boring sales, people's stuff. Broom closet. Oh, I wanted a room. Ooh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's do what he tells us to this time. Just see if we can get the story to play out how the original story was meant to be. Or the looking at the door sign would be interesting. Bathroom. Awesome. It's very nice. I like the wallpaper in here. No receptionist. She doesn't even. Well, we've already assessed the time situation, so she's probably gone home. Well, that looks like his office. Anyone in? Hello?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Right. By the looks of it, looks like he might be Batman. I'm thinking, like, well, bookcases. Wait, pull one of these non-three-dimensional books out.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
No, none of them are openable. Can't open any of them.
2845.
Yes, I know. Okay. Where is this thing?
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story.
Okay.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
I wonder what happens if you fall down there. That'd be interesting. It's a big room. Ooh, dark corner. Yep, literally nothing to see there. Sorry if it's a bit dark on YouTube, but there wasn't anything to see there. Link Plus. Okay. Red button. Ah! Going down again. I did this earlier. Quick loading screen, hopefully.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Good, good. Although he is only a data enter, by the sounds of his job description. Looks like the lift broke. So, no going back up. Although it only had a down button. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, master. Ooh. No, I'm gonna do it. we set out for this ending to be the one where we do as we're told. So, well, for the second time in my life, I'm going to a mind control facility. Ominous lighting. As well.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Well, back
Stanley
here
thought
again.
to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I see. Right, I see why we kept on coming back here then. Right, let's go this way then. Ooh. Cameras? Just some monitors? Nothing to press? Okay. Let's press
Now the
cameras
monitors
then.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah. Very strange. Right. Ooh. That's interesting. They repeat the images. Quite obviously there, but okay. It's fine.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, we might as well get on this.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was
Most
the
of us
proof.
do.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, it's offline, so I don't see too much point in that. Looks like a very interesting room there. Facility power. Well, let's go turn this off then. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Ooh. Debug script. Nothing too interesting. Mind control.
And when at last he
ID,
found the source of the
title.
room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. Okay. Well. Oh. Ooh.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
How did we
How
get
had he
here?
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It doesn't like a door. It looks like a painting. Not too sure about this.
Stanley felt the cool breeze
I'm not
upon
controlling
his
it anymore.
skin, the feeling of
Hands-free.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ignorance is bliss. Oh, there we go. A Steam achievement. Best beat the game. I've just got that achievement. So it looks like that's the proper ending. Looks like we've got two endings in this episode. The confused ending and the proper ending. Next time I shall continue this, and we'll go through some other doors, go down the stairs, and do some other things. Find all the endings. So thanks for watching this, and we shall see you next time.